Good morning from Oslo. Absolutely freezing here. This is what I look like. I don't really care. I'm so cold. I'm wearing loads of layers. It was sunny about 5 minutes ago, but the sun seems to have disappeared now. We're just trying to find like a 7-Eleven to buy a tram ticket, because then we are going to Vigeland Park. That's our first stop. It's a sculpture park and I think it's one of the best things to do here. It's so cold that my eyes are watering. We got here yesterday from Copenhagen, had a little bit of a tantrum because our hotel is just awful, and we spent about 3 hours at the Radisson, which happens to be down the road from our hotel. I keep saying our hotel, it's not really, it's kind of like a hostel, it's a bit weird. I kind of feel like I'm back at uni again, but anyway, wasn't too happy, but then I just thought, you know what, I need to get over myself. We've only got 3 nights here.
You're living it rough, are you?
Yeah, it's just a bit...
You make it sound terrible. It's not even
It's awful. It's so bad. I mean, it's
Trust
just...
me, it's not a hostel, is that?
But really, there's nothing we can do about it because there's basically 2 hotels with the same name and we booked the wrong one. Well, I didn't.
This one's called the Central version. What's it called?
This one's called...
Saga Hotel Central.
Ours is called the Saga Hotel Central and the other one's just called Saga Hotel. We booked it in a rush, so I didn't get a chance to double check it. And normally, I'm very thorough with the TripAdvisor reviews. This one booked it.
Who's that?
Yeah, anyway, whatever. We're here now. It's freezing. It's nice and sunny though. It's just Vigeland Park, JASS. I've just been vlogging and walking along, but I'm not. Yes, it is.
Should be. We need to let your audience know that there might be some nudity involved in these sculptures.
Yes, I was getting to it. Jeez. Yes, there might be some nudity involved. Well, no, there will be because it's a sculpture park. So yeah, just to warn you.
It looks a bit miserable. Can you see why? The birds are all over it.
Vigeland Park is designed by Gustav Vigeland and covers an area of 80 acres. So we made it to the top of the park, where we were greeted by this huge phallic symbol. I mean, I can't even get it all into one shot. I think this is the end of the park. We've kind of lucked out today because we went to 4 different places to try and buy a ticket for the bus and they were all closed because it's Easter Monday. So then we asked the tram driver where we can buy tickets from and he was like, just jump on, it's fine, no one cares. And we were like, okay. So we got a free journey here. We didn't have to pay for the park, which I think you do normally have to pay for, but I think that could be because a lot of it is still under construction or they're renovating parts of it. So yeah, that's the first thing ticked off our list, if you like. I think I can see snow up there on the mountains way in the distance. That is amazing. I want to zoom right in so that you can see all the way up there. That looks like snow to me. We are now at the Viking, what does that say? Viking Skips Huset. It's the Viking Ship Museum, basically. I don't know how they pronounce it. Is that all one word?
I think so.
That's a really long word. It's basically Viking
Skip Huset.
Skips Huset. Anyway, it's the Viking Skip Museum. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm really looking forward to going inside because it'll be nice and warm. The bus journey here was really quick, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think this is a really small place, like really, really small.
You can't get lost here.
You really can't. We just came from there, now we're here. We've been there. I really want to go to Finland and Iceland. Oh, it'd be so much colder though. I love looking at maps. I don't know why, I just find them so interesting. Yep, that's the word that I couldn't pronounce. I'm not going to try it again. Whoa, look at the size of this ship. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the size of this Viking ship? I've just read the first thing as we walked in and I feel like I've already learnt way more about the Vikings than I ever did at school. It's so interesting. Jess is laughing at me, but I genuinely think it's really interesting. Still don't understand the purpose of these trails. I keep seeing them all over Oslo, but I just don't understand what they're meant to represent. Good morning! Me, JASS and my greasy hair are off to go and see the fjords today. I'm so excited. This is obviously the main thing to do in Oslo, and I've wanted to see the fjords ever since we learnt about them at school, really. We don't know what time the boat leaves, so hopefully we haven't missed it, or we managed to get on it today because it's our last full day. Are you excited?
Do you see a Ford? It's a Ford Fiesta or a Ford Mondeo. I'm not sure what to expect until I get there, because I know I'm going to be freezing.
It's going to be amazing. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. I love that they call blueberries blah blah. This is our boat. We're a little bit early, but I think they're letting people on, so that's good. I've decided to be very brave, and we're sitting on the top deck because the guy said they're better views, but it's colder up here. And we're sitting port side because the boat goes that way, so there should be better views. I'm wrapped up in blankets, otherwise I would stand up and show you, but it is actually freezing and we're not even moving yet. Okay, little update. The hair is up, the sunglasses are staying on to protect my eyes from the wind, and I now have 3 blankets, but let's hope the boat doesn't get really full and people don't need the extra blankets because I'm actually frozen. And also, we still haven't moved. You right there, Jess?
Yep, nothing uncovered. Got 3 blankets, one underneath you, one there.
The seat's really cold, but luckily it looks like it's just us and obviously loads of people downstairs, so we can take as many blankets as we want. Oh my god, we just left, like we were just there, already regretting the decision to sit up here. It is so cold, my eyes are watering.
They were built at a time when it was unthinkable to be seen swimming in a bikini, much less naked. The original bathing houses were standing on poles in the water, but ice and stormy winters have destroyed many of them. A staircase ran down from the door of the house down to a room with barred walls, where people would sit in the shadows and splash around in the water while they talked with their neighbours through the wall without being seen.
thought that was absolutely incredible. It was so cool, so
cold.
It was amazing to see the fjords in real life, don't you think?
Yep.
He was very underwhelmed, as always. Nothing is ever good enough for you, Jess.
It could be exceptional.
It was. It's all now. Oh, anyway, seriously. I thought it was incredible. I'm more than ready to get off this boat.
I'm using that as a mirror, your flippy thing.
I'm more than ready to get off this boat though. It's been 2 hours and I'm frozen. I'm sorry that I keep saying it, but I actually am. And I'm a moron for not bringing long johns, is that what it is? Thermal trousers and Uggs.
Papa John's.
Just, I need a coffee or a hot chocolate or just hot water and a hot water bottle. Good morning! We're just checking out of our hotel. I'm quite glad to leave this one, to be honest. It wasn't very nice. But now we've got a few hours to kill, I think, before we need to be at the airport. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. Just being really noisy with the suitcase. We're going to have to take our suitcase with us because I don't think we really trust it here. And we read some reviews saying that people had left their luggage with like the reception in this hotel and stuff was stolen, so that's a little bit annoying because we have a big suitcase. I kind of want to go to an area called Grunerløkka. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly today. We need to just figure out where it is on the map. I don't think it's in zone 1, so we can't see it on a smaller map. We need to see how far it is and see if we can make it there and get back in time to catch the train to the airport, if that makes sense. Anyway, so yesterday after we did the fjords, it was so cold. I've never felt cold like it, and I've been to New Jersey in the snow and New York. It was absolutely freezing. It was crazy. So we were going to go to Grunerløkka then and just walk around because it was so cold. We literally just thought we'll come and sit in the hotel for a bit and warm up, and we end up staying here the entire night. Oh my god, we're such idiots. We went the opposite way.
Not such idiots, we're such idiot.
No, so we are now here. We started off here and we're supposed to go there.
This is the bit where Nishi says she knows what she's doing.
I got you to the right station. We made it to Grunerløkka. First stop though, I need a coffee. So we've just come back to the hotel to pick up our luggage. We decided to leave it here and just risk it because, I mean, at the end of the day we have got a padlock on it. We haven't collected it yet though, so fingers crossed it's still there. But yeah, this trip's been a bit of a funny one. I'm not too sure how I feel about Oslo, and I think it's because we've had terrible weather most of the time that we've been here, obviously aside from today, so that does sort of influence how you feel about a place, I think. It wasn't meant to be this cold, and in fact I've heard so many people saying that literally last week it was 20 degrees and people were walking around in shorts and t-shirts, flip-flops and things like that. So I think it was just really bad luck that the temperature dropped so much while we're here. And I also think it's quite hard not to compare two places. So if you have been a subscriber for a while or you watched my previous video, you'll have seen that we were in Copenhagen for 3 days and then we came to Oslo for 3 days, and we honestly fell in love with Copenhagen. It was so nice, people were really friendly. Yes, it was cold, but it wasn't this cold. I feel like I've never felt cold like this before. Maybe it's because I'm just in a really thin jacket, I don't know, but I have been wrapping up. I don't know what it is, but obviously there's a lot more to do in Copenhagen. There's a lot more to see. It isn't as expensive, so you can just sit down and enjoy a glass of wine or a bottle like we did in a restaurant, and even though it's pricey, it isn't that extortionate. But anyway, I kind of feel like I would want to come back to Oslo, definitely in the summer, but I'm not in any rush to come back. Like, I don't hate it, I definitely don't regret coming. I don't think I regret going anywhere, to be honest, because after all, that's the only way you find out about a place. I wouldn't want to be the sort of person that just sort of sits at home on the internet going, oh, I've heard that place is terrible, don't go there, and having never been yourself. So yeah, I think it's been a good experience experience overall. We're just sat here, this is why I'm rambling. We're waiting for a receptionist because she seems to have disappeared, so we can get our luggage and then head to the central station, grab some food and then go to the airport. So the station looks like it's closed. This is a little bit scary, I don't know what's going on. Someone said that apparently there's a fire alarm that's gone off. I hope it's just that, and a false alarm at that. We planned to grab lunch in the station, but the station's been closed for about 10-15 minutes and we're going to be late for our flight. So we thought we'd just come to a different restaurant and grab some lunch, because there's still loads of people waiting to get inside the station. It's a little bit scary and quite worrying, to be honest. Anyway, we're just going to get some food here in this restaurant called Egon, and hopefully by the time we finish eating the station will be open and we can run to the airport. We have to check in for our flight in about 25 minutes, I think. And it takes 20 minutes to get to the airport. Just isn't very worried. Hopefully our food comes. Well, hopefully our food comes soon. So we've also run out of cash to get a taxi. I don't even know how much that would be.
Can I hear the helicopter now?
You can hear a helicopter now. This is really scary. What the hell's going on in the world? Oh my god, it's open. People are going in. Woohoo! We have ordered a feast. Chicken quesadilla, fries and onion rings, and vegetarian fajitas.